Hi kids, it's me again, Teacher Bevs, and today's video we will be continuing on answering our activities. In our last video, I explained about how to answer activity number 1 and activity number 2, and for today's video, I will be explaining about how to answer activity number 3. Then I will also give examples so that you can have a guide on how to answer these activities. Okay, so before you will start our class, let's review the vocabularies that we had. Let's say it together. An umbrella, pajamas, shoes, boots, a t-shirt, a tie or a necktie, a watch, a jacket, a swimsuit, a sweater, jeans, slippers. So that's the end of our vocabularies, and now I want you to say those vocabularies on your own. Please say the name of each picture. Okay, let's start. So this is the last part of our review. If there are some pictures that you can't identify, please watch this video again and practice the vocabularies. Now let's proceed to answering our activity number 3. So here we have activity number 3. So for activity number 3, let's read the instructions together. Color the pictures and write the sentences properly. Don't forget to write a period at the end of each sentence. So, here in this exercise, there are words that are not arranged correctly. So, you need to arrange it correctly and write the correct answer. So, before you will answer this activity, or before I will give you an example of how to answer this activity, let's review a little bit about pronouns. What are pronouns? Do you still remember? So we already had this class before in our last units. So we already learned about pronouns. But let me just give you a quick review of pronouns. So pronouns are names that we use in exchange for nouns. So here we have an example of pronouns. We have I, you, we, they, and he, she, it. So for example, a boy, a girl. So a boy and a girl, these are nouns. Instead of using nouns, we can use pronouns. So for a boy, we can use the pronoun he. Okay? For a girl, we can use the pronoun she. For animals and things, we can use the pronoun it. So for example, instead of saying a cat or the cat is eating, then we can say it is eating. So again, pronouns are names that we use in exchange for nouns. Say for example, a boy is eating a pizza. You can use the pronoun he instead. You can say he is eating a pizza, especially if you don't know his name. We can use the pronouns when we don't know the name of the person, but we know that he is a boy or a girl. For he, she, and it, we are going to use is. Okay? So, she is, it is, and he is. Here we have I. So, for I, we will use am. So, we say I am. We do not say I is. It is wrong. So, for I, it's always am. I am. Now, for you, we, they. So, this one, you, we, they. We will be using are. Do you still remember that? So, you can say you are, we are, they are. For example, Ploy and Wadi are playing. Instead of saying Ploy and Wadi are playing, you can use the pronoun they. So, you can say they are playing. Now that we already know how to use pronouns and am, is, and are, let's proceed to our activity. Let's go back to activity number 3 and let's try to answer together. Okay? So, for activity number 3, there are 10 sentences altogether, and I will be giving you 5 examples for these sentences. Okay? So, I will be showing you a video on how to answer this activity. Let's watch and learn. So, here we have activity number 3, and I write it in a different paper so you can see it clearly. And I will be using my red pen to write the number. Okay, so let's start with the first picture. What is the boy doing in the picture? So, since he is a boy, then we will be using the pronoun he. So, that means this is number 1. Okay, so what is he doing? He. So, after the word he, we will be using is, are, or am. Since we use the pronoun he, then we will use is. Because for he, she, it, we use is. So that's why this is number 2. So he is, what is he doing on his paper? He is writing. Now we will write the verb or the action. So this is what he is doing. He is writing where? Where is he writing? He is writing on a paper. So remember, if it's singular, there is no S. So since there's only one paper, then that's why we use a. So he is writing on a paper. He is writing on a paper. So, a comes first before paper. Now, I finish with the number. Then, we will try to write the correct answer now. So, since he is number 1, we will be writing he first. Okay? So, again, in the instruction, it says, write the correct sentence and don't forget to write or use capital letter and period at the end of a sentence. So this letter is small. We have to make or use capital letters. So we will change this small letter H to capital letter H. So we will now write like this. Okay, so the first letter should always start with capital. Now I will write the answer. He, because it's the first, and the second is. So he is. Third is writing on. Number 4 is on. Number 5 is a. And number 6 is paper. Sorry. So paper. So again, always write a period at the end of a sentence. If you don't have a period, your answer is wrong. So please don't forget to write a period. And please write the correct spelling. So we are finished with number 1. So this is number 1. Please write the number. I forgot to write the number in your activity. But if you can write the number, please write the number. Now let's go to number 2. So again, we will start with pronouns. So the pronoun is he for number 2. So for number 2, what is he doing in the picture? Look at the picture in your activity or in your exercise and look at what he is doing. So this is number 1, he, and then again the next one is. So he is, what is he doing? So what is the activity that he is doing or the action that he is doing? He is cooking. So this is the third one. He is cooking. So number 4 is delicious. So we use delicious before the word food because delicious describes the taste of the food. So this is an adjective. Again, it's called an adjective. So adjective describes the food. For example, the food is delicious, the food is sweet, the food is sour, the food is salty. So salty, sweet, sour, those are example of adjective. So delicious is the same as yummy. So he's cooking delicious food. So adjective comes first before food. Okay, so that's why this is number 4. And last one is food. So again, we will change this to capital letters. So instead of writing small letter H, we will start with big letter. So we change it to capital letter. So I will write the sentence. He for number 1, 2 is, 3 is cooking, 4 is, he is cooking delicious, and then food. And again, don't forget to write a period. Let's go to number 3. So look at the picture in number 3. Is he a man or a woman? If it's a man, then here we have he again. So we change it to capital H. So this is for number 1. And then next, after he, we will use is. So this is number 2. He is, what is he doing? So look at the action that he is doing. So it should be the pronoun is, am, and are for the second, and then the third is the action. So he is Drawing. Drawing. What is he drawing? He is drawing a what? A what? What is he drawing? He is drawing a man on. So this is for number 6. So I forgot to write the. So please write the word the. Okay, because this sentence lacks the. So I'm sorry, Teacher Bebs forgot to write the. So just please write the word the. So he is drawing a man on the. So the is our 7th. On the paper. So this is the last one. Okay, so again, number 1 is he is, 2 is, 3 drawing, 4 is a, 5 is man, 7 is the, and then paper. So also remember that the and a, so the and a always, it's always before the noun. So for example, a man, the paper. Okay, so it's not paper the, it's not man a, it should be before the noun. So a man, the paper. So you need to remember that. Now let's proceed to number 4. Okay, so look at the picture in number 4 and look at what he is doing. So this is our first one, he. Number 1, he. And then number 2, we do not have is, am, or are. So we will be using can for the second one. So he can what can he do? What is he doing, or what can he do in the picture? So he can swim. Okay, he can swim fast, very, or very fast. So it should be very fast. He can swim very fast. Now I will write the sentence. So number 1 is he, 2 is can, 3 is swim, 4 is very, and then the last one is fast. And right, period. Let's go to number 5. This is the last one. Is she a boy or a girl? Please look at the picture. So in the picture it's a girl, so of course it's she. So this is number 1. She, what is she? She is, what is the action that she is doing? So the action is painting. So she is painting her dog. Okay, now let's write the correct answer. So again, use capital letter, change small letter to capital letter. So she is painting her dog. And don't forget to write a period. Okay, so these are all the answers from 1 to 5. Now I want you to answer 6 to 10 by yourself. So again, if it's a girl, then we will use she. If it's a boy, we use he. And if it's many, then we use they.